Hello, my name is Teresa Cox of Cox VA Services, and welcome to the HOA Learning Lab. Today I'm trading in my laptop for a lab coat in order to talk to you about audits and why they're important. So let's go. First off, I want to be sure you understand what an audit is and is not. So let's start with a technical definition of an audit. An audit is a formal examination of an organization's or individual's accounts of financial situation. For most homeowner associations, they receive what is called a financial statement audit. This means that we, as your auditors, say that the numbers in the audited financial statements are fairly presented and free of material misstatements. Now, a lot of people think that an audit looks at every single transaction and every single detail down to the penny to figure out if there is fraud or not. But this is not the case. We are not required to look for fraud at all. We do review and analyze the numbers, but we don't look at every single transaction. Instead, we use a scope or a certain threshold number that we calculate and look at transactions that are bigger than that number. And while required to report fraud if we find it, that is not the kind of audit that this is. We are opining on the numbers, not saying if there was fraud or not. Now, you might be asking yourself, if you're not looking for fraud, then what's the point? Well, think of it like an annual checkup with your doctor. An audit provides assurance that the numbers on your financial statements are reasonably accurate. If you get a clean opinion on your audit, your association's financial condition has a clean bill of health. You might be asking, well, do I really have to do this every year? And the answer is, you should. But if your association is a condo or a townhome, then the answer is yes. And the reason is that there's a Texas law that requires condominiums and townhomes to have an audit every year. Also, some lenders require audits to be performed in order to qualify for certain loans, whether that be a loan that the association is trying to get for themselves or for first-time home buyer loans through federal lending agencies such as Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae. And oftentimes, a requirement for an audit is written into the bylaws of the association itself. Even if there is no mandatory requirement to have an audit, it's still good practice to have one. Just like the annual checkup with your doctor, without those regular once-overs, things might be fine, or there could be an underlying problem that isn't noticed until it becomes a much bigger issue down the road. Also, if people know that someone's looking at the books and that they're going to be audited, that should discourage theft or inappropriate spending. And finally, having an audit should help build transparency and confidence among the owners because it shows them that the board is doing the right thing and has nothing to hide. All in all, an audit is one of the best ways to keep your association healthy and fiscally secure, which is part of the board's fiduciary responsibility. And that's a quick guide on audits and why they're important. Once again, I'm Teresa Cox with Cox VAs, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.